Have you guys ever wanted to watch anime with me? Well, now you guys can. We watch all type of anime and we do it on a nightly basis. All you guys have to do is follow me on Twitch and click the link in the description to join the Discord. With that out of the way, let's get into the intro. So I did another video about this about a year ago where I compared Nami and Hancock, really trying to see who would be the best person to be in a relationship with Luffy at the end of the series. Link for that would be in the description, by the way. And it gets around 1,000 views per month, like 100 comments a month. I think we're a little bit under 1,000, and I honestly didn't think it would do so well, and I'm really appreciative of that. And then I actually plan on doing videos for other members of the Monster Trio, because let's face it, they're the only members of the crew who are actually ladies men who ladies actually talk to. But yeah, I forgot. Now, I was going to do Zoro first because, like you guys know, he's my favorite characters. But I feel like I always do him in the videos, and I got to give Sanji more love. So yeah, we decided to do him now. So this should be a great video to do because Nami and Pudding are the two best candidates for Sanji to marry or be in a relationship with EOS because they like his charm and they have great chemistry with him. If you guys enjoy regular One Piece content, then make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new upload. With that out of the way, my name is Potential Unleashed, and let's see who's a better love interest for Sanji. Is it Nami or Pudding? So in my Luffy video, I believe I started off with Nami. Not really too sure. I don't really remember, but in any case, we're going to start off with Pudding first. We'll describe both her and Nami's appearance, personality, and we'll examine how well that they'll work with Sanji. You know, because obviously in relationships, you have to like each other, right? So, starting off with Pudding. Charlotte Pudding. She's the 35th daughter of Big Mom, who's a hybrid between human and a member of the Three-Eye tribe. Pudding is a beautiful teenage girl, age 16. Hey, Pudding, hit my line. I'm only 17, alright? But she has reddish eyes and blue in the manga, which I don't understand why they didn't just give her blue eyes in the anime. It wasn't that big of a change, but I guess, I don't know, maybe the animators like red eyes. But in any case, that's Pudding. Compared to a lot of women in One Piece, she's actually kind of short. She's only about, I think it's 5'6", maybe 5'7", somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but in any case, she is still shorter than Sanji. She has light brown hair, and something that's different about her, well, it's her third eye. I think if anybody had a third eye, they'd be like Combustion Man. Pudding was a character who, she wasn't necessarily the nicest girl in the beginning because of the fact that she was always abused, mistreated, and ridiculed because of her third eye. And not only was it from random people, it was actually her own family, especially her mother, who called her a freak and made her grow out bangs to cover her third eye. Now, one thing we love Sanji for is that he's the true definition of a gentleman and the ideal person who looks at personality before anything, as he's the first person to ever say something nice about Pudding's third eye. Although she attempted to kill him even after he saved her life, while admitting about her true nature and that she deceived him, Sanji basically said that Pudding was only deceiving herself as much as she was deceiving others. But after being touched by Sanji's kindness, Pudding developed a genuine romantic fixation on Sanji that kind of gave her a personality disorder where her moods would switch to either hating him or simping over him, nothing in between. Whenever she sees him and do anything incredible, she get a nosebleed and pass out. She'd faint. It's funny. You guys have to see it. Well, obviously you guys have seen it, but like steam coming out her ears, you would think she's from a cartoon. But she even developed genuine care for Sanji's interest and concerns about Luffy after hearing he's fighting Katakuri. And then when Chiffon was being attacked by Oven, that scene where Sanji like transcended the speed, fashion in somebody's eye, maybe light speed, I don't know. But the fact that he kicked Oven, saved Chiffon, this man, bruh, he was a bad man in that moment. And Pudding, she lost her cool. Now, towards the end of the arc, she actually kissed Sanji and then erased his memory, because if she didn't, then he would probably have stayed at Whole Cake Island for her instead of rejoining the crew. And I think these two, I thought they looked pretty decent together, being the bride and groom and being in the closing, and I actually wouldn't mind them getting together at the end of the series. Sanji and Pudding both have an interest in cooking, where she's good at baking, especially when it comes to chocolate. It made me a bit upset when she called Sanji basically worthless, really crapping on him because, well, I really do love him as a character, probably in my top 10, and which is kind of ironic because I did a top 10 characters video, but I don't think he's on there. And okay, top 10's change, right? But we're not going to get into that there. But Sanji was really in two big predicaments. The first one being that he was, well, one, he was forced to go there in itself, right? He already had a hard decision to make being at Whole Cake Island. And two, well, he was already struggling emotionally, and then I liked Pudding as a character in the beginning, but then when she did that, I didn't like her. But then after he complimented her third eye, I liked her again because she reminded me so much of Sanji in that way, when she would always have hard eyes and pass out and faint, stuff like that. Maybe EOS when Big Mom's defeated and Katakuri then becomes probably the new captain of the Big Mom Pirates. He gains an alliance with Luffy, and then that way Sanji and Pudding can actually get married and live together. These two are so compatible because of how similar they are in their genuine kindness. They both faint and have bloody noses to people they're attracted to, and they both have an interest in cooking. Alright, so next we're going to talk about Nami. Nami's a young woman, but she's older than Pudding, being 20, closer to Sanji in age, having orange hair and brown eyes. She's considered very attractive and beautiful, where this was especially shown during the Wano arc, the Happy Punch moment. I know all the One Piece fans loved it. Everybody in that bathhouse loved it, especially Sanji. Now, compared to her pre-time skit, Nami's how do I want to say this? Her body proportions, they changed drastically, and her hair grew longer. Her personality started off as someone who only cared about herself and the people of Kokoyashi village, and she despised others, especially pirates. But now, Nami is a very loving and caring person towards the people she cares about. Nami and Sanji's relationship, it started off, well, I guess she was only using him, but now it's more of a caring relationship. The thing about them is, Nami's more of an assertive woman, so Sanji, he's into more feisty women, and he's somebody who has a smart mouth, and Sanji has good taste indeed. You don't want to have a submissive woman who doesn't talk back because, well, anyway, we're not going to get into that. But, okay, so mainly during the pre-time skit, Nami, she would kind of take advantage of Sanji a little bit with his undying devotion to her, ordering him to do her bidding for her. But later she does get annoyed whenever he's womanizing behavior during serious moments. And then during Water 7, she actually acknowledges and thought of his chivalry was meaningful, showing some respect for it. Whenever Nami's in distress, Sanji always makes sure she's the first priority, unless it's Robin. But at the same time, Robin has the devil fruit, the Hana Nami, I think, the Sprout's hands. Probably wrong. That was in my head. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I don't know everything off rip. But Sanji, he's a really nice guy, and Nami still cares and has concern for Sanji, even though she usually refrains from showing it because, well, we all know his reaction going to be Nami Swan. But my favorite Nami and Sanji moment had to be during Whole Cake Island, where Nami actually cried when Sanji and Luffy fought, because first, what he did to Luffy, that wasn't right. That's his captain, that's his friend. It was really emotional there. And then she also knew that Sanji was in distress and wasn't acting like the Sanji-kun that she knew. And she actually slapped him, being not necessarily disgusted, but that's the word I'm looking for. She was just, I guess, really disappointed in him. But towards the end of Whole Cake Island, she was very glad when he rejoined the crew, claiming she'd work him like a horse. And when he returned to the crew, she actually was crying and gave him a hug for him because she did indeed miss him. They have so much chemistry together and actually care for each other, where Sanji in a more romantic way than Nami, but still, they do care for each other. EOS, the relationship could possibly be where she wears the pants in a relationship, but Sanji will always be there caring for her, and her in the same way, where she always loved the food he makes. And on a side note, Sanji is the only person in the crew who gets the term Sanji-kun on the end of his name. Usually people, whenever they have like a senpai or somebody important, that's the only person where they get that little name. It's not necessarily important. That doesn't change anything, but I just thought I'd include that. Now, I like both Pudding and Nami, but what I personally want is for Sanji and Nami to end together because of their chemistry and just, well, all they've been through in different interactions. And in my Luffy video, when I had Hancock and Nami, I actually picked preferring Hancock and Luffy. It reminds me a lot of Shinra and Princess Sabana and Fire Force, Eren and Mikasa, Naruto and Nada, where the MC always has some female that's obsessed with him, right? And so Nami, well, she wouldn't have anybody to be with. I don't see anybody else in this series, unless Oda has some character later down the line, Elbaf, Raftel, the Final War, etc. Now, Oda, he could go the route of having Pudding with Sanji because of how much more they have in common. And like I said earlier, if Katakuri does become the head of the Big Mom Pirates and they could possibly become allies, maybe Whole Cake Island can be the place where Sanji gets to go and retire after Luffy becomes the Pirate King, right? And he decides to spend the rest of his life with Pudding. But guys, there we have it. Nami and Pudding. Who do you guys like? Like I said, I like both of them. I don't think there's a real issue. And a lot of those people I ship in like romance and stuff in animes, I always have like multiple people, right? I have my first, then I have my second. And you know, I'm really okay with a lot of them. Nothing really out particular. Like I said, I really do like Nami and Sanji. Now, like Pudding in Sanji as well. But let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys like with Sanji? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, on the screen in the description. If you guys want to watch anime with me, go ahead, join the Discord. We watch everything. New Doctor Stone, new Promise Neverland, new Attack on Titan, and just a lot of stuff. One Piece. Don't miss out on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to unleash your potential.